Hello, everyone. My name's Abby Chen. I'm the head of Contemporary Art Department at the Asian Art Museum. Today, I would like to show you some of my favorite contemporary artwork in the museum. These contemporary artwork demonstrates a transformed vision of the museum that connects with public life and bring the world into the museum. Situated in the Civic Center and Tenderloin district of San Francisco, the museum is part of a diverse community. In a time of unprecedented events and uncertainty, we look to art and artists for a sense of belonging, freedom, and connection. These installations and exhibitions stand as our collective love letter to our city, bringing the museum out into the street and the street into the museum. We will start with the mural "Don't Mess With Me" by Jess Sharon-Jiva, located on the East-West Bank Art Terrace and viewable from the streets below. Sharon-Jiva is a street artist based in Mumbai who designed this image, popularly known as the Pink Lady, which depicts an Indian woman with a raised fist, brandishing brass knuckles that spell out the word boom. The Pink Lady first appeared on the streets of Mumbai in response to several men charged in a high-profile gang rape case in Delhi in 2012. Sharon-Jiva, who was raised in Northern California and was influenced by San Francisco's Mission District murals and the city's punk and skateboarder scene, now brings the Pink Lady to the Bay Area to watch over us on High Street and McAllister Street, giving the people below a sense of safety, a sense of protection, and a message to our stand in fighting against gendered violence. Here in Wilbur Gallery, located inside the new pavilion, we have Chanel Miller's mural, "I Was, I Am, I Will Be." The work faces out towards High Street and is visible at all hours since the gallery is lit up at night. Chanel Miller is an artist and writer, as well as the author of the 2019 memoir, "Know My Name," in which she details her experience as the victim of a Stanford University sexual assault case and her process of recovering from this trauma. In "I Was, I Am, I Will Be," Miller illustrates written affirmations with playful cartoon figures to represent healing as a process of three interconnected parts: reflecting on the past, being mindful in the present, and envisioning the future. This mural is like a beacon of light and a symbol of resilience. And now with COVID, we need it more than ever. Here's the Lawrence and Gradilloy High Street art wall, a new 7 by 30 foot site for art on the exterior wall of the new pavilion, which will host an ongoing series of commissioned public artworks. Currently viewable on High Street, we have Pattern Recognition by Jennifer K. Wofford, a Filipino-American artist based in San Francisco, who made this mural honoring 9 historically important American artists of Asian descent who were active in the Bay Area. Pattern Recognition's comic book style speech bubbles pop up from a colorful background to shout out names such as Russo Sawa, Bernice Bing, and Carlos Villa. Many of these artists are significant in their work, but have been ignored and excluded from mainstream American art history. Wofford celebrates them with pattern drawn from these artists' practices, intertwined with pattern drawn from the museum collection, particularly emphasizing objects that represents the Southeast Asian community that live in the surrounding civic center and Tenderloin neighborhoods. These patterns are like a secret code that provides a refreshing familiarity that connects the community to the museum and vice versa. Stepping inside of the museum, in Johnson's S. Bogart Court, the north wing of the museum right next to the main entrance, is the transformed lobby, featuring numerous contemporary art installations and exhibitions. One of these is the exhibition I Look for the Sky, featuring the Bay Area-based artist Zheng Chongbin, consisting of 2 site-specific commissions that manipulates light and space. The underutilized space of Bogart Court is now activated with Zheng Chongbin's site-specific installation, I Look for the Sky, which lends its name to the exhibition. The installation is a methodically engineered structure mounted with an array of staggered panels that vary in transparency and pattern. The layered acrylic and optical film sheets filter, warp, and refract the light from overhead, creating a perceptual experience that varies depending on our own bodily movement and where we're positioned. Zheng Chongbin conceptualized this work with the awareness of the 2020 election, as well as the museum-wide vision of connecting the outside of the museum to its inside. The work is also inspired by architect Gayolante's original design of this court, resulting from the 2003 expansion of this building, which emphasized transparency and light. Zheng Chongbin also applies the influence of the California light and space movement to this work to sculpt the light, resulting in a moving painting that draws from his earlier practice primarily in abstract ink painting. As our visitors come into the museum and experience this unique installation, their bodily encounter will provide a new angle and sense of access into the traditional and historical ink paintings on display in other areas of the museum. As we walk into Osher Gallery, the second part of the I Look for the Sky exhibition is made visible with its multisensory installation titled State of Oscillation that takes up the entire gallery. Its center consists of a chamber made from scrim, inside which distorted videos from several projectors and ambient noise from a speaker immerse us in light and sound. The projection also emanate out and illuminate various objects installed outside the chamber, including concept drawings and abstract ink painting. If I Look for the Sky reimagines how our body encounters the outside world, State of Oscillation reflects how we perceive an internalized world and inner self. Hambrick Contemporary Gallery was recently rededicated to exhibiting contemporary artwork from the museum collection. In our inaugural collection rotation, Memento, we're showcasing 2 large-scale iconic work from 2 artists, Jaishui Chakravarty and Lan Dongpang, that explore urban spatial politics through the lens of memory and time. These works were created at a critical juncture of the artist's practices and we are the first museum in North America to have acquired the work by these two artists. A Day of Two Suns, 2019, by Len Dongpang, depicts a rapidly changing Hong Kong, creating a landscape that reflects the outside world, but is filtered through his inner world. The work consists of an ensemble of plywood mountain sculptures and found objects staged around a large paper screen, upon which looping videos are projected on either side. These assemblages of faded, seemingly still videos, which depict panoramic sights in Hong Kong, reflect Len Dongpang's memory and longing of his homeland. Our bodies cast shadows upon the screen, as do the assorted objects, obscuring these memories and evoking a scattered recollection of the disappearing past. An artist with extensive training in both Chinese landscape painting and contemporary art, Lam translates the material and motif from different genres into an interactive installation work that allows the audience to immerse themselves into this world he creates. Next to this piece is Jaishree Chakravarty's personal space, which represents almost the reverse of what Lam portrays. Personal space turns the rapidly changing region of Calcutta into a large map of Chakravarty's memories and the terrain of her mind. Created by layering paper, fabric, and paint, this two-sided paper structure is decorated with images, patterns, and textures that evoke cartography and natural and urban landscapes. These reflect her upbringing in the lush countryside outside of the city of Calcutta, as well as her anxiety seeing this natural environment destroyed by the rapid spread of urbanization. As we navigate the work, personal space seems to encircle our bodies and immerse us in its own private dimension. A Day of Two Suns 2019 and personal space represent the values and breadth of our developing contemporary art collection. Memento is only the beginning of our curatorial vision for this part of the collection, a vision centered on innovation and creative survival. Please come visit our museum and enjoy the city of San Francisco. Whether you experience the museum from the outside or the inside, we hope that the contemporary art can provide you a source of strength, inspiration, and possibility.